Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Friday. Back again, Danny Hyphen. Feels like we were just here yesterday.
It's great. These weeks are just flying by.
Yeah, I got a little trash on last week's show. So that Saturday show we talked about doing, no.
Never happened.
No. I didn't even move my board back into the room till like Sunday night either. I was like,
Oops. Oh, man.
Anyways, hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is the Russ Factor Show with Russ Factor and Danny Hyphen. I got to replace this cord at some point.
Oh.
It's getting out of hand. My right channel goes out and it starts giving me that weird equilibrium thing here.
Again. Yeah.
So I'm gonna fall over and crack my head on the front of the desk here.
We've had those headphones forever.
Well, the headphones are great. It's this shit cord that I utilize with them.
Yeah.
Just need to switch it out is all. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Russ Factor Show here again on a Friday night. Boy, we've got one for you tonight. We've got a bunch of news to go over. Lots of little bits happening as we've wandered our way into 2025. So
all over the place.
we got some good news here for you tonight. Good news in the sense that it's a wealth of it, not necessarily the content of it or quality of it. If we got time, we're gonna one of the stories we have tonight is about another car racing game that we have in the mix, Forza Horizon 5. We got a little news on that coming up here for you in just a few, so stick around for that. What have I been playing this week? Oof. I go back and I play that Forza Horizon quite a bit on the Legion Go. Been playing a little COD. Season 2 just dropped.
Yeah. You showed me that Vice City.
Oh, yeah, the Vice City. Oh, my God. I guess we could kind of start here. There had been this group of people working on a complete remake of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, but in the Grand Theft Auto 4, the one with Nico and his cousin. Nico, it's your cousin. Let's go bowling. Let's go to the strip club.
It's the best.
But it's Vice City and it's in there, and it like I said, it's in the GTA 4 engine. So like the driving is GTA 4. Your little character walks like Nico when he walks.
Yeah, it's all in Rage Engine. It works great.
Yeah,
it plays well. It runs okay if you don't play with the settings.
And they've been working on it for a couple years, and they had a YouTube channel where everybody was really excited about it happening, and they were literally just a couple short days away from launching this, and it was going to be a set of mods that you got, and you would have installed them on your copy of Grand Theft Auto 4, like your Steam copy, or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, Rockstar, their parent company, Take-Two, DMCA'd and just nuked that YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. So these guys, they're out in Russia. They were a little mad about that. They're like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
So they pulled some shit, and what they did was basically come out with a statement saying, hey, like, we put so much work into this, and Rockstar nuked our YouTube channel, and we're going to release this anyways. But what they did was basically change up how it works. So instead of giving you links to go download these mods and instructions on how to get whatever that thing is you do to mod GTA.
Oh, yeah, that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's
What they did was just packed it all up together with a copy of the engine and just had it self-hosted on a Google Drive.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere now. So they just went ahead and released it. They were like, we're pissed because, I mean, our international audience pretty much just kept up with us through the YouTube. So we want to get this project out there. And they did it. So we checked that out. It's pretty neat. We're not going to take a look at it here tonight, but... yeah, if you want to look at that, just go look. If you got a PC going, just search Grand Theft Auto Vice City
Next Gen Edition.
Next Gen Edition.
Yeah.
And it's you can find. I think there's still a link to it on GTA forums. It's a Google Drive link. It's just this little installer with some bat files. You install it, you're good to go. Fuck with the settings. Settings are a little weird, especially how it tells you like how many resources you're using.
Oh, yeah, it's like busted. You can't really adjust the settings all that much. I tried playing around with
I'm
high settings.
wondering if it's because you're an AMD that you're having so much trouble with mine. But I'm not having as much trouble on my Legion Go, but it works great on my my
this
PC.
This is an NVIDIA GeForce card.
Yeah,
This
mine
is
works
AMD
great on
processor.
PC. I got it all cranked up, super ultra wide support, everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like 200 FPS. Crazy.
Yeah, it does run great if you just have it on whatever base settings. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been playing a little bit of that too. Payday, yeah. Oh, Payday 3. They're supposed to be fixing that.
Talk
Payday.
about the candy bar.
Oh, I thought you were talking about games. I'm sorry, this is a gaming show. But
there is
Payday is a video game, and it's also the name of a candy bar. Sorry, I'm just glancing at chat. I saw the name of a game. You asked that fucking question when we were getting started. They're still talking about candy bars. I love it. I love to see it. Love to see it. Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. Russ Factor Show. We're going to hop right into some of our news we have for you tonight. As we talked about earlier, a game we might play a little bit of later in our mix of PC games. Forza Horizon 5 came out in, I believe, November of 2021. Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, 2021, November 2021, I think it was.
And we just got news before this news that they were pushing out their last update that started, or not last, like, update, but like content in the sense of like, there's like seasons in the game and they have a theme. This is going to be the last season that started yesterday that's going to have a certain theme and stuff for you to get. Moving forward now, each season is going to be a past season voted on by the community. So I think you'll have, of course, a chance to get content that you didn't before, earn points for that and everything. But we got some other news, and this is something that we've talked about on the show a little bit that's been hinted, is that Xbox games are going to PlayStation. And we got the official word from Forza Horizon 5 and their social media that this spring, Forza Horizon 5 is coming to PlayStation 5. Full cross-play, and it will be available this spring. So let's take a look here. Yeah.
Yep. It's going.
It's going over there.
They're finally going to be able to play a good racing game.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting too because there's a lot of community-made content in Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
It has a really neat way for you to make races, the best yet because they've kind of been building on it. But this one, you literally just get in a mode where you start driving anywhere, and you set checkpoints along the way, so you can make these really cool, elaborate tracks that pretty much have access to the entire map, on road, off road, through the canals and the lakes and stuff.
Trailblazer courses.
Yep. So that'll be cool to just really inject a shit ton more user created content right into the game. I think I've talked about before is like Forza Horizon. It's not really a game I play quote unquote online.
No, I play it primarily single player.
Yeah, I play it single player, and you just keep upping the difficulty as you go, so that it's challenging for you still.
Yep.
I always just feel nervous going online. I guess for a little while they fixed some stuff like at the beginning of the race where you're all ghosty, but it's like I don't like to be part of the problem.
You don't want to interrupt the entire freaking race because you missed the corner.
By clonking into other cars and doing shit like that.
I'm usually pretty good about avoiding other cars, but still, I worry about that too.
Oh, I'll take some shitty move. We're taking a tight corner, and I can get on them and like force them to not hit the checkpoint. Oh, you better believe. You better believe. I'm like, yeah, why don't you go over there and have to start back a few feet there, bud.
Yeah. One thing I like about the online component is you do have the overworld where there's just cars now just out there, and you can interact with people without interacting with them. Like I'll drive around, I'll find a dude just dicking around. I'll drive next to him, I'll blow the horn, and I'll do weird stunts and shit, and we'll follow each other.
And you all are ghosted in that, so you can't. There's no multiplayer collision. Like when you get close to a car, they kind of ghost out.
Yeah.
A little bit too, but I mean that's why we've talked before. There's a drag strip. Oh, and Adam, this is full down. This game is coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, you'll be able to buy it.
Yeah, and rumored to be next, which is announcement is just imminent, is a Gears of War collection and Halo.
Halo, yeah, that's one that's definitely rumored, but Gears is more solid for sure.
Yeah.
People keep talking about Gears like crazy.
Yeah, they're talking about, the rumor is that it's going to be probably split up a little bit, but they definitely want to get Infinite in people's hands.
Yeah.
And try to salvage anything they can off of that. But the rumor also is that Master Chief Collection will at some point go to PlayStation as well.
I could see that going to Switch too.
Switch 2? Absolutely.
They'd make a shitload of money on Switch too, because those are easy games to port. Those are X-Bone games now. Yeah, all they got to do is port it to ARM.
But like Forza Horizon and these new games, they're going, as we know right now, just specifically to PS5, even though Forza Horizon 5 is an Xbox One game.
Yep.
Yeah, the version that's going to PlayStation is just going to be on PS5. I don't believe they're releasing anything for PS4 at this point.
It's probably too many SKUs.
Yeah, and I mean they're just getting started and moving forward. It'll be kind of the thing, but yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it's all pushed to get people on the new hardware.
Somebody had to save PlayStation. They weren't doing it themselves. They just kept buying exclusivity for games.
Xboxes will just like, we'll do it for you. We'll save PlayStation by killing Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Gran Turismo, but man, they lost their way on the PS3. Like, it's over. You just play Forza. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a fun racing game.
I do not believe that we have an exact release date on when it's coming to that. We just know right now that it's this spring, so next few months, so before summer. There was a rumor that it was already supposed to happen, but they delayed it a little more, which I could see. They were probably finishing some stuff up. Crazy that we didn't hear that they're going to do some sort of like beta test for it, but at this point, I guess fuck it. Just get it out there, see what happens.
It's fine, just send it. Yeah, Adam, you are right. We do live at the peak access of games. We do have the lowest quality of content we ever have. Like, every game kind of feels a little bit like shovelware now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dime a dozen, just Unreal Assets store games.
Xbox is trying to scrounge their way out of the depths of that, but
they're falling into it too. Like,
yeah,
they
I mean,
step in it all the time.
the good stuff that they have lined up is so far and few in between, and like the good stuff that's like half decent is so niche, like Starfield, that like
yeah.
It's sci-fi. Who the fuck gives a shit? You know,
yeah.
I do, but you know, most don't. Doom looks great.
I want more small, passionate games.
We'll know what that is. Gears of War E-Day, we know nothing about. Everybody's just hyped because it's the franchise. But it could be.
Gears is a big franchise, and people still love it.
Yep.
It's still gameplay-wise, it's still a rock solid game.
Yeah.
Like, you can go and play all the Gears and be like, "This is great." I could see the impact for the
story-wise, though. Whew, it is falling apart.
Oh, 4 and 5, yeah, probably. I didn't play those ones yet. I've had an X-Bone for years.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of 4 and then I fell off.
Yeah. I beat 4. I don't think I
didn't finish Judgment.
Beat 5.
Did 1 through 3. Serious. You should play them. If they do release a collection, it's worth picking up. If you don't have them.
Well, the rumor is that there's going to be a repack of an actual 1 through 3 remaster.
1 through 3 with them. I think they're going to do the multi and it's going to be crossplay.
Yeah.
Is what they said. So that'd be good to get a big injection to PlayStation gamers just to get wrecked all day, every day. But they're used to third-person action games. Maybe they'll get right on board. But I don't know. Gears is a rock.
I just cannot
franchise.
wait. I can't wait for like some PlayStation fans who are like, we're gonna get on Gears and show those guys, and then they go up against like in multiplayer like a squad from Mexico. You ain't winning shit.
It's gonna be bad. Get wrecked.
Mexico loves Gears of War, like more than us. So
it's great.
Yeah, but so that's what's happening. Is games from Xbox are now going to start finding their way over to PlayStation, and when the Switch 2 comes out, in droves. And Microsoft was named, as of last year, the #1 publisher in the world.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Already?
That's what happens when you spend, $75 billion.
You basically buy out the biggest publisher to become the publisher.
Yep. So now Microsoft is the #1 publisher. So it's like, I get it. Like, I mean, we're at a point now. It is wild that we're at a point now where like something like Halo is going to go away. But one thing we've been promised, and basically now, is they're too big to contain. Just Xbox. And we have been promised that there's just going to be some crazy shit going on with the next-gen hardware, and a lot of people think that it's going to be a hybrid PC.
I hope it's something cool enough to where, if it's portable, I can play it anywhere and it's not unwieldy.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like the rumors for next-gen, what's going to come out in like 27, 28.
Yeah.
Is that it's going to be some sort of hybrid Xbox/Steam situation.
Yeah, it's just going to be
for your living
rebadged PC. Some way, shape, or form.
But they had the rumor of the handheld too, which seems like it would fall in line with I mean, the more that I think about it now and how we're getting to a point where the handheld market is getting a little saturated,
For big handhelds like
that, the handheld is going to be far less than what we could have ever dreamed it would have been, and more like another like Asus ROG or Legion Go.
It has to be something truly special to capture a market, and that's what's going to be difficult for them. Is they have to either go crazy on the software.
A lot
side.
of analysts are saying that probably won't be crazy on the software side, but if they're smart, what they're going to do is go nuts on the hardware side and take a massive hit.
Good.
To give you something super powerful that can compete with the other ones at a price where they take a hit, but people are like, "Damn, I want that thing because it's better than it's better than a Legion Go 2, and it's $150 cheaper."
See, I have a weird feeling about Xbox's handheld, and I've been thinking about it because the Switch 2 is now a thing.
Yeah.
And you know that, okay, Nintendo's offices are on Redmond campus at Microsoft. Just so you know, they walk back and forth all the time. That whatever they're doing for the Switch 2, whatever happens, any ports are going to the Switch 2 are going to factor into whatever they're doing for the Xbox handheld, which makes me think it's going to be an ARM device like the Switch. Its direct competition is going to be the Switch.
That interview though, this is where a lot of people are kind of changing their tune a little bit. Is the interview that Destin, who recently just left IGN, did with Phil the other day. He basically kind of laid a lot of hints around the Series S and how the Series S
That's the case. It's gonna be like another ROG.
Well, that's the thing. Is they were like, are we gonna get rid of parity? The Series S, we've had some developers crying. He goes, I'm actually in the camp of the opposite, and that the Series S has been one of our biggest things in our portfolio for the fact that anything that we optimize for the Series S can go to the Switch 2, can go to the handheld. So then that just seems like what you're going to get is a portable Series S. But I just don't think that it's going to play native stuff. I just feel like that's that thing about Microsoft where you're like, God, they're going to miss that one mark that could have just solidified them in the space.
Yeah, I see them going two ways, and I see them going the worst way because it's Microsoft.
The worst
They always
way.
make the worst.
Yeah.
I see them going two ways. The one way that's the good way is if they actually go the ARM way like Nintendo Switch does. If they port their shit to ARM, they make the emulators work, they make everything work Xbone up, or even Series S up. That would corner the market on the handhelds because they'd have all that stuff. The only thing they wouldn't have is Nintendo games.
I want to play, and that's the biggest thing we want from an Xbox handheld is I want it to be able to play my library, not the PC ports.
Yeah, and I think that they've done enough work in ARM to where they could actually get that to work. They probably already have. The other way is Asus ROG Ally rebadge handheld, and you know that's going to fail.
Yeah, and
So-
that's the most actually obvious. Like that's the most
That's the easy
likely scenario.
It's the easy and shitty way out.
because of Microsoft,
and they would make it would be fucked up software wise. It would probably be like PC software wise. It'd be all fucked up. It wouldn't be like console. You'd still have a reason to play on console. But if they did it right, if they actually made it to where everything on the Series S and back runs on an ARM device, low power, all that stuff,
right.
corner the market.
Yep, that'd be crazy.
I'd pay $500.
But we'll see kind of what happens there. But that was very interesting that, a lot of the talk of the Series S is kind of moot at this point because of the fact that what they've done with the Series S has laid them the ability to do this stuff where their games can now be optimized in a certain specific way to come to the Switch 2, which is a lower powered device, to come to the PC versions come to these handhelds, which are lower powered devices. So
if we're talking about Master Chief Collection coming to Switch 2, which we already are, if it can run Xbone games, I'm sure that kind of hardware can probably be set to run Series S games, and they would corner their
that would
market.
be wild if I can just
They could do it. They just
log
have to
on
work
and
their ass
download
off.
my games from the Xbox store, play a backwards compatible 360 title.
My copy of Oblivion on 360 still runs. I could play Morrowind on OG Xbox on my handheld. That'd be dope. Just give it to me.
Yeah. So there you go. More PC news. Something that has kind of been the talk of the gaming industry here is PlayStation and their PC ports for Steam and Epic.
Yeah.
What we've had here, and this kind of hit the fan when Helldivers 2 came out, is we got told that when this game came out, they were going to introduce a requirement where you had to have a PSN account, not a paid PlayStation Plus, but you had to have a PSN account, and you had to log in to play your PlayStation games that were ported over to Steam. What happened leading up to Helldivers is they basically said, we've got a little issue with it, so we're not going to do it, but it will come. And they sold the game, and it took off on PC. PC carried that game.
Blew up, yeah.
Absolutely carried it. It had close to 400,000 players on Steam alone. And people were loving it, having a good time. You know, people were like, oh, yeah, this is cool. And then the other shoe dropped. They reintroduced this requirement and then basically stopped support for being able to buy games in how many countries?
Dozens.
170.
Yeah, like it's like many countries.
Yeah. Which means people who had purchased in that country, they were all revoked the game and given refunds.
Yep.
And then moving forward,
121 countries.
121 countries.
Sorry.
Moving forward, some other games came out like Ghost of Tsushima,
God of War Ragnarok.
God of
came
War,
out,
and these games required that, and everyone's like, wait, this is insane. You're doing this to us on single-player games? Yeah. No, everything. We want the data.
Yep.
We want that data, and we want to count you as monthly active users on the PlayStation Network. So we just got word now that for some of their games, which is mostly going to be your single-player titles, they are going to forego that requirement, but it is still going to be there. And the way they're going to try to entice you to do it with these games is you're going to get additional content like skins, items, in-game coin, things like that.
Costumes.
Yeah, costumes.
Yeah.
And what we haven't heard yet is that if the country requirement was lifted. All we heard is they're not going to require this in all the games, but we still believe that a lot of these games are not able to be purchased in those countries. So,
and some of these, like, they've already put up a list of some of the stuff that they're pulling things off of, but we found out that Spider-Man 2 coming to PC. Is that out yet?
It's out. It came out yesterday.
Yeah. It doesn't require PSN login.
Yep.
But they're also taking away from God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, along with The Last of Us 2, I guess, was coming later.
So pretty much your single-player titles.
But some games still have it, like Lego Horizon. So there could be some licensing things.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're trying to do it for multiplayer. Maybe they're trying to do it just for licensing reasons. But yeah, you still have some games that will have that requirement.
Yep. So that'll be there. Spider-Man did come out yesterday. It's an absolute mess. Terrible port. Yeah, Nixies did a bad job.
Ooh, that's not typical of them.
Yeah, everyone's like, what? Why is this so bad? Because it's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to have the ray reconstruction support.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Like, if you've got a high-end machine and when this thing works, it's going to be the true definitive version of Spider-Man 2 in terms of lighting, reflections, the whole works. So you'll be swinging over certain areas of the city, and it'll be, like, photorealistic. I saw some screenshots. It's like, wow, that does look pretty cool. Too bad the gameplay is just fucking more Spider-Man.
Yeah. I have no want to play those games, man.
Yeah, so that just came out yesterday. Let's take a look, because this is kind of depressing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we remember what happened with Spider-Man 2. All of it just... Whoa, look at those reviews.
And mainly, like I said, it's because of bad performance and
bet,
things like that. But yeah,
it's just crazy.
This is a game that just, I mean, it's what, not even a year old. This is the first game that's like 10 months old.
Yeah.
Coming to PC from PlayStation, and yeah,
so not too many people are clamoring for the PC releases of some of these single-player games.
Yeah, it's on Epic too. You know, less players there because less
EGS
people buy on Epic. So
yeah, it was like 1,400 players, maybe.
But this does kind of show you that Sony's gonna shift this plan a little bit. They just said that there's going to be some changes in their hierarchy. As we've talked about, they've had the two CEOs.
Yeah, Herman Holst is out now.
Herman Holst is basically stepping back.
He's doing something else.
Pretty much in his old role where he's just like the head of
Yeah, it's like a project.
Yeah,
manager or
and he
some shit.
reports to the other CEO now, so he's under him. And then immediately the news about the PlayStation Plus requirement change happened. They're heading towards day and date.
Oh, of course.
They are definitely heading towards day and date.
I mean,
because
Xbox is already talking about day and date with everything, so they're going to be on board. It almost seems like this is just smoke and mirrors until one day everything is the same for all consoles.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It'll be a
That's how
long
it
while
is.
before you ever see like Spider-Man or some new game coming out from PlayStation on like an Xbox. But PC is one
They're
of
gonna
those
fight that,
strategies
yeah.
where we have seen that where the games came out 4 years, 3 years, 1 year, 10 months.
6
Live service games are day and date already when they manage to successfully release one and not cancel it. Oh, Concord.
We don't talk about Concord.
Yeah, but I mean, we're getting to a point now, where you will see PlayStation want to sell 1 million copies on PC and have a player count of 500,000 players at some point with some game that sells like 2 million copies.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
Yeah, they're certainly finding out how the market is trending, and these games being released on PC are going to indicate where they go from here.
Yeah.
I mean, Helldivers 2 is a huge success, regardless of any problems they had later.
Yeah, because they could release this same game. Had they released this day and date on PC, this Spider-Man 2, we'd be seeing a completely different story right now. One, people who are fans of these games, yes, they have PlayStations. They play on PlayStation. These games that you have from Sony don't notoriously do well when they come out months to a year or 2 or 3 later on PC.
Too late.
Everybody who want it got it on PlayStation. And the PC community's like, I either don't want it or I had my PlayStation and I already have it over there and I don't play it anymore. Why would I buy it here? Outside of just having a better version of it. Which, yeah, I mean, I think I have Spider-Man.
And are you going to really rebuy games? It's not like Play Anywhere is a thing for Sony, so.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is there's no Play Anywhere aspect to it. That's one thing you will have with the login, though, is you trophies. Trophies will be a thing. So
I guess that's one
you do have
benefit
trophies,
if
but
you
your
care.
save won't transfer with you like it does with Xbox Play Anywhere. Yeah, so there you go. That's what's going on there.
That's Spider-Man.
Here's something cool. Check this out.
Oh. All right.
Look at this thing.
Oh, they've made something specifically for Danny Hyphen. Phenomenal. Guess what they made for me?
A little console, a little emulator.
Oh, FPGA gaming console. A recreation of the best console of the 90s. You see what they did there? They're technically right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. It is probably the best console. Wait, no, I can't say that. The Dreamcast is the best console of the 90s.
So this is a little PlayStation 1.
But still, I played the shit out of the PlayStation.
And you're going to be able to, I'm assuming it'll have Bluetooth. You can use any old controller you want.
Yeah, it's
a USB port, and it's also going to have your ports for your official PlayStation 1 controllers and memory card slots.
You know what I'm going to be using then? I'm going to use those original controllers with no joysticks. Love those things. And it's got, it's FPGA box. It's a Mister though. You just put cores on it and you can play a bunch of different consoles, not just PS1.
Yeah.
This is going to be designed specifically for PS1 play. And you said something about some kind of wacky adapter coming soon, or there's component, composite, and digital audio out. That is sick.
Yeah. And HDMI on the back.
Wow, it has component, composite.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man, that's super dope. I might actually want one of these.
So here you go. Here's your little specs.
So you do get a pre-installed micro SD card with it. It's probably got the firmware and everything on it. So 1536p or 1440p output, HDMI. Okay, so FPGA, typical stuff. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I/O expansion slot for Super Dock is what it's called.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So let's take a look here.
179 is not bad.
Here's what I was talking about, the Super Dock.
It's got 4 ports and a disk drive for games.
And they said like they're targeting $40 for it, so I would guess that they're going to be like, well, 65.
Okay. They're going to get me with another FPGA console.
Yeah. You better get it early till it goes back up to normal price.
I know.
Which one you gonna get? You gonna
Probably
get the
the
gray
classic
one
gray.
or the blue one?
Probably get the gray one. I don't like the see-through console on that. It looks kind of dumb.
I like the color.
The only see-through console I really like is the Atomic Purple 64.
I like the green Xbox original.
Oh, the green Xbox is pretty good, but it's all just shielding. So I don't know.
I like it though. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's $179.99. I believe shipping is included. I cannot don't quote me on that.
Fuck.
But then yeah, you can put a deposit down on the dock, and they'll tell you later how much you owe them for that if you want it.
And it's a Mister too, so if you have all those cores for Mystery, just
Pop 'em
cool.
on.
That's super cool. Okay.
Yep.
Dicks. Making me want more PlayStation garbage. Just FPGA garbage. Fine.
There you go. There you go. So that's available to pre-order now. I don't know when. I think they're planning on coming out with those.
Q4 2025.
Yeah, end of
or
the year.
earlier. Limit 2 per order. Okay.
Yep. So there you go.
It's neat.
Oh wow! I didn't even know this was happening.
You didn't?
No, this game.
Wow.
Oh my god, this game had so much trouble getting going too. It was such a great idea on paper.
They had players at the very beginning.
Oh, they did. So Multiverses, the little game where you're all the WB characters, Warner Brothers characters, and things like that. It was like a Super Smash clone.
Nope.
I remember we got in on the beta and we're like, this is actually kind of fun.
It's not bad.
And then they went into an extended beta and it got super popular. And then they like unreleased the game for a little bit.
They straight up took it away
They
from players.
took it away. And then it came back out and it got a little bit of traction and then fell off. And now we're seeing that once season 5 concludes, they are shutting down
They should have kept it on.
Multiverses. So
What happened?
yeah, I just assume all their players fell off.
Yeah.
All of them.
They should have just left it on,
Yeah.
not turned it off. No
Yep.
one came back. That's the problem. They said, "Oh, this game's never going to be like what we goodbye Smash Brothers. We're going to go back."
Yep. This game had what it took too to kind of garner a little audience in that community.
Yep.
People were talking about it. Streamers were playing it.
It was meme worthy. It had meme Shaggy. It had all the cool characters they wanted.
Yeah. And they were adding content to it. And yeah, it just we knew once they went, because I remember when we got the news that they were shutting down the extended beta and it was going to go into hibernation for a bit. Everyone was like had forgot it was beta and they're like, what do you mean? Is this game out? Didn't people buy this? Did we buy this? We spent money on this somehow.
People spent money in the game.
Yeah. So it's going away, and I mean, it like I said, it fell so far from grace. I forgot it existed at this point. So sad to see, man, because it was the formula that it was to actually kind of make a name for itself in the space of like Super Smash style fighting games. And the fact that it had IP that people were interested in, characters everyone knows and loves.
Yeah. People were loving it. It was a funny time, like the whole Velma calling the police thing. Like everyone loved that. Like it was ridiculous. They thought it was a fun game, and then they took it away, and then it killed itself. It just sucks. So they are going to have offline. That's going to be a thing. If you purchase crap, you're still going to have it, but it's going to be offline. And real money transactions have stopped as of today. So.
Yeah, so
You're
you
not
can
gonna be
play
able to buy
offline.
anything.
I think it has local multiplayer, which never, unfortunately, worked during the beta that we originally
no.
played. So we never got to play it here in studio with each other.
Yeah, single player only. Kind of ridiculous.
But yeah, it's going offline, so you won't be able to play.
Wow.
I mean, unfortunately, you can't really do it with a game like this. But it sucks that they didn't make it so that you just had hosted local servers with people, so that you could start a game with a friend.
Something,
Yeah. Yeah, just tell everybody no more support for it, but you can host a game with your friends on your friends list. Go nuts.
Yeah.
But nope, single player only or local only. So you can team up with a friend on your couch and play it, or go versus. That's about it though. So yeah, crazy to see.
Sad, but it's their fault. Lola Bunny and Aquaman are going to be joining in that season.
Oh, for the final season, huh?
Yep. People were asking about Lola Bunny, and there she is for the last bit.
Yeah.
Lola Bunny.
Something that recently happened, we talked about it in different news that they had, was that PlayStation celebrated their anniversary recently, and part of it is they added these themes and startups to the PlayStation 5 that you could choose from and have a certain theme.
Yeah.
And take a look at it here. This is kind of what some of those look like. This is your PS1 theme, your PS2 theme, your PS3 theme, your PS4 theme.
Yeah, and it had a cool startup sound and everything, and then every time you navigate in the menu, you'd make that console sound, fun stuff.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a look at those. Yeah. PS5 theme, startup.
Does Jet Set Radio Future hold up? The answer is yes. The game always holds up. It's like timeless.
Yeah. Let's see here. This is it, right?
The PlayStation 5 home screen gets a new blast from the... No.
This one bothers me.
Yeah.
So much.
Mm-hmm. Too fast and I don't like it. Give me the old logo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get in there, Aaron.
PlayStation.
Notice anything different? We did something.
Wow. We finally did something. We got off our ass.
We didn't release any games.
No.
But we did this.
Maybe you'll like it for the limited time. Okay, show us. Why'd you do that?
I guess I had this wrong. Is it didn't do the different startups for all of them? It just did the
it's just
startup
the
for
PlayStation
PS1.
startup. It's just the menu.
But it didn't do like the PS2 startup or the PS3.
Yeah. I think the best in-game menu is probably the PS2 one. Or the PS3 one. I think PS2 is more my jam, though. I like those. The triple. That PS triple. Oh, the power of the cell. Doesn't sound right. This is PS4.
I wouldn't know. I had my shit muted on the PS4, dude. I couldn't handle these sounds.
I was talking about the PS3 one.
Oh.
It sounded kind of different. The click, click, click.
Probably just the way sound works now.
Yeah. Wow, that's really annoying. Glad I didn't have a PS4.
Yeah, I that muted.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My PS5 is muted too. Yeah, silent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I muted that shit up right away.
I don't need all that. But those are going away, apparently.
Yeah, you don't get to have those. I guess they're coming back.
But they're coming back. They said we're taking them away for a little while, and we're going to work on some stuff behind the scenes. And they'll be back sometime in the future.
Yeah.
And everyone's like...
They're working on bringing them back.
Dude, they're themes, and everyone likes them. What do you need to do? Just leave them on here.
Yeah. Change the label.
And it was so funny because there were so many people on social media like, Sony, please keep these. These are awesome. Thank you so much. Keep these. And then they're like, we're going to take them away.
Typical.
Of course. Something that made a Sony fan happy. He gets just yanked away.
Like exclusivity.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they're going to do some work behind the scenes, and they'll bring him back. But they wanted to reiterate they're not making more. It's like, okay.
Some guy even said they'd pay for it, the PS1 one.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah. I thought that they had startup screens for the other ones, too, but I guess not. Just the PS1, and it cuts off like at a weird point right at the end of it, and super weird. But, yeah. Let's see here.
They tried, but barely.
Here's something funny. PlayStation exclusive. This is a Tecmo game, right?
Yes, it is a Tecmo game, I believe.
Rise of the Ronin is coming to Steam, PC, a week before Assassin's Creed.
Gosh, I hope it eats its lunch. I hope this game sells 1 billion copies compared to Assassin's Creed. I want Assassin's Creed Shadows to fail at this point.
I mean, it sucks that, we've gotten to this point, but it needs to.
It needs to, because we need to see Ubisoft go away.
We need to see Ubisoft figure out how to not necessarily go away, but go into hiding for at least a year or two.
Yeah. Go away for a bit.
Go away for a bit. Calm down. Get your shit together,
Yeah. Figure out how to make games again.
Yeah. Yep. So he's got that little kitty there. Look at that. Oh, look at that fucking last gen cat.
And Tress FX fur, whatever the heck.
Jesus. Looks like he's oil painting.
Kinda. Yeah. There we go.
Supports up to 8K resolution, DirectX 12 Ultimate, whatever the fuck that is.
DX12U?
Support. Ultimate support.
It's technically the console version of DX12 Ultimate. It's
Love that you're starting to see this everywhere now. My
super.
monitor is definitely becoming the mainstream too. So a game that supports super ultra wide, that's something I'll definitely want to check out. Because I got that big old Odyssey G9. 120 FPS support. That's crazy.
I figure it'd just be unlocked.
Yeah. Either way.
Take it.
Ray tracing, 3D audio, customized FX super resolution.
Even the Intel garbage.
And DLSS. And then, everything's supporting this now, it seems.
Well,
it's everywhere. And I didn't used to see it everywhere. It was like specific games, and now it's like every game's like, yeah, we got it in
we
there.
We just put it in. It's an API now. Whatever.
Yeah. And a UI menu with mouse clickability. So
lovely.
That's good. I really like that too, because that's how I do COD.
Yeah.
It's because I play with a controller, even though I'm on PC. I know, but like I do all my menus with a mouse because it's just so much easier.
Oh, and if you do pre-order before April 2nd, you get some bonuses. There's 4 combat styles you get. You get Hayabusa Ryu for Katana, Hayabusa Ryu for Naginata, Nio Ryu or Neo Ryu for Katana, and Aisukage Ryu for Katana.
Ooh.
The Iga Ninja armor set, and then the Iga Ninja's Katan. So you get some bonuses from like other games.
Yeah.
The Hayabusa stuff is like from Ninja Gaiden, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
So there you go. We got a little announcement trailer
Peggy
here.
18.
Here we go. Swords. Open world action RPG. Coming to Steams. There you go.
As a cat.
The fate of this nation is in your hands!
Neat.
There you go.
If you want
March
that,
11th.
you can get it the 11th. Zuna drop.
Hey, look, there he is.
You get the Iga Ninja armor set.
He looks like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. He looks like Ninja Gaiden. John Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. Mr. Gaiden.
Mr. Gaiden.
As we were talking about, the Assassin's Creed game comes out a week after this PS5 exclusive gets dropped on Steam. And crazy this news is coming out now. I mean, you figured after everything we would have heard about this prior, but confirmed, yes, it's being censored in Japan.
Yep.
Despite having an 18+ rating in Japan, Assassin's Creed Shadows will still have some graphic content removed.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a toggle in the menu for dismemberment. That will be taken out. Dismemberment will be removed. It's going to be toned down. I guess Sero is the rating board in Japan. They've been kind of toning down kind of dismemberment on camera for some stuff, but this is kind of just another one of those things that, like, you know, this Assassin's Creed game is just getting bombarded with garbage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Celebrate has a Sero D rating.
Absolutely set up for failure. So
yeah, it's rough. Like things are going real bad for this game.
Yeah,
especially in Japan, which is, you know, where its subject matter is. But we'll see what they do.
What else we got here? Oh, we got news this week that game that Dr. Disrespect was working on when all of his controversies started happening.
What's the name of that game?
Dead Drop.
Dead Drop.
From Midnight Society. The day all that controversy started happening, they cut ways. They parted ties. He had an announcement. They had an announcement. They parted ways. And everybody kind of knew at that point that, well, that's the last we'll hear of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now we find out, 6 months later that, they just announced that they're going to be shutting down. They released a statement on their Twitter basically saying, all this here, that they're seeking game studios that be interested in offering some employment opportunities to their team. But yeah, I mean, this was kind of how everybody figured this was going to play out once they separated from Doc, that we wouldn't hear anything else from this studio. And then at some point they would inevitably probably shut down. That did happen. Oddly enough, it was the exact same day that Doc got remonetized on YouTube finally, yesterday.
Wild.
So,
yeah, they're gone now.
there you go.
That game will never see the light of day.
Yeah. The comments on these are just wild to watch.
I bet people are kind of upset that they paid money already, right? Didn't they put money into funding it?
It had like that NFT aspect to it.
Oh, well, never mind. This is poo-poo.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I paid like $5, and that was literally just like, I played one of them. You could get access to their snapshot demos, but it was like a one-time thing. I didn't buy any of the NFT stuff, but when they were starting to do regular Snapchat snapshots once a month, I think I did pay the $5 or whatever it was so that I could my account could access and download it and give it a try. I played it once. It was all right. It was a weird multi-level extraction shooter thing with other people.
I remember people talking about it saying it wasn't really performant, like it ran like shit.
I mean, it ran fine on my computer. It just, it didn't look great. I mean, it was a fine-looking game. It looked better than some of the games we see come out. But yeah, it was like a extraction shooter BR kind of thing where I think it was like a freeze or something that came from like the ground floor. So over time, like you needed to work on getting up or getting to one of the mid-level extraction points or getting up to one of the extraction points while collecting things. There's also one of those games where like you go in with loot and you come out with loot, like Tarkov kind of almost. So like you could lose all your loot in there and then you don't have that loot anymore, like that gun and the vest you went in with.
Yeah. If
you die, you had to get out with what you wanted so that you could build your your arsenal for your next match that you were going to do.
Okay.
Kind of one of those kind of things.
All right.
It was definitely going to be a super niche game. It was never gonna do absolute crazy numbers. It was going to be PC only, of course. But now it's nothing.
Oh well.
Yep. So they shut that down. No more development on that.
There's 55 people on that team. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Over 55. They mentioned 55, but they say over 55. Like less than 60. Just tell us how many developers you had in the team.
Yeah,
refunds when first comment or most
you
important
wish.
comment.
You spit money on this. You're a comedy genius. Thanks for the laugh.
Whatever, dude.
Y'all can thank Doc for pulling food off these employees' tables. Yeah, so like I said, the comments are about what you expect here. Nope.
You paid for a link to a JPEG. Congratulations.
Refund the NFT holders. People who bought NFTs for this.
Wow.
Haha, a JPEG owner. Yeah, so that's pretty much where that stands. So, what do we got here? Our final bit for tonight before we take a break and get into some hot action PC gameplay tonight.
Indeed.
Is we got a free game dumpster for PlayStation this week, and we did get notice that you said by 2026 they are going to phase PS4 titles out of their free games monthly with PlayStation Plus.
Yep, no more of those. You will just get PS5 games.
Yeah.
So coming back around to Payday.
Talk about Payday.
Yeah.
The candy bar and the video game. Payday 3, which I have no clue what the state of this was. Apparently they've done some stuff. I don't think it brought anybody back in droves.
No, more people are playing Payday 2 than 3.
But that's the last I heard is they were trying to put some work into Payday 3 to salvage any of it that they could. But yeah, more people play Payday 2 than Payday 3.
Let's find out here. I'm curious now.
High on Life, that was that Justin Roiland game that they parted ways with him when he went through all his controversies. It's going to be on there. And Pac-Man World Repack.
This has got a depressing story, too. The original developers of Pac-Man World were not credited.
Oh.
This is just a list of controversy.
Yeah.
Games with controversy.
A failed game, a game where the guy that helped create it and did all the stuff for it, voices and things, got excommunicated from the team. And then developers not getting credited for their original work. Yeah. So there you go. That's your February monthly games on PlayStation. You need at least Essentials on PlayStation Plus to get access to these to add to your library. Those will be available the first Tuesday of February. So Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up.
You want to take a stab at how many players Payday 3 has?
734.
968.
That's close.
Payday 2? What's your stab at that?
22K.
13K.
13K.
So less, but yes, there are way more players on Payday 2 than 3.
So
dead game.
There you go. All right, gang. We're gonna take us a short break here, refill our beverages, and we're gonna come back. And I think we'll start. Danny Hyphen start us off with a little Ninja Gaiden here.
Okay.
Yeah. Show us what you're made of. Well, if I play it, I'm just gonna play on hero mode, and it's just gonna be cheat codes, basically.
Yeah.
Danny Hyphen will play on normal.
Normal. Do worse than hero.